sorry guys, I was pretending I was in Battlefield 4. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Historically, it has been the case that as a civilian, you have a semi-automatic pistol, rifle, PCC, and there's nothing more you can do about it. If you want something even better, then you gotta get an SOT, you gotta pay a ridiculous amount of money. But with some advancements in trigger technology, we have something, as Brandon Herrera so eloquently said, blends and blurs those lines together. Today we're gonna be talking about people who have made the PS90, the P90, a true weapon for the people. If you've ever wanted one that has the full functionality, well now you can do it with this very cool tech from FN Specialties. So today on Garand, we're going to be talking about this very interesting product. Let's delve into it today on Garand. Now guys, you pay for internet, but luckily our content is kept free by amazing sponsors. Now if you don't know about our amazing sponsors, I can tell you all about them, but more importantly, they are cool and they offer cool stuff. First up is going to be Primary Arms. If you're looking for US made pistol optics, HTX1, go and check them out, as well as wonderful low power variable optics like their 1 to 8. We love them so much, and if you give them an email right now and you say, Garand said to give you guys a lot of love, we know it can be tough sometimes, they'll say, hey, thank you. And that's probably it. But it can be a good time. Guys, of course, we can't forget BCM, Bravo Company USA. We love them. We have long advocated for the use of BCM rifles. They are the best blend of capability to price, and their MCMR is incredible. We just can't say enough good things about them. A big thank you to BCM for sponsoring us. Do you guys like gaming? Because Zydax makes amazing gaming computers that both me and Sawyer use. I'm pushing over 300 frames per second on Battlefield 6, and I'm still dying. But you know what? It looks really good when I die. They are awesome, big Second Amendment supporters. And finally, guys, Last Shot Arizona. Now, they're not bulk ammo, but what it is specialty ammo, and more importantly, war ammo. We always recommend having at least 13 mags of your war ammo, and they have the best stuff. M855 Alpha 1, 70 grain TSX, all high quality. We highly recommend them. Give them tons of love, and from there, let's go ahead and let's talk about the PS90, because you know what? Talk is cheap, and 5.7 by 28 is kind of expensive, actually.
Welcome to Epstein's Island.
Oh, thank you. Now you might be asking yourself, why the P90? What has a P90 ever been good at? Have you ever talked to the Air Force Special Warfare Team, Stargate SG-1? Might want to check yourself before you speak so, out of turn. But right here, we have the PS90. Obviously, we have the SBR barrel on there. Now, the PS90 and the P90 are very interesting weapons, but they're quite simple in many ways. They're just brilliantly engineered. They came about because, well, Europe was worried about Russia just dropping paratroopers behind enemy lines and these poor cooks just not being able to do anything and penetrate that Russian armor. Hence, we have the P90 with its armor-piercing capabilities. You don't so much have that with a lot of the civilian ammunition available today, but it's becoming more available. Now, the P90 is a direct blowback weapon. It's very simple, very reliable. It ejects from the bottom, and more interestingly, it has a very, very large magazine that goes along the full top of the gun itself. And you can see, we can't exactly say how big the magazine is, but we can show how big the magazine is. That's a large magazine. So, as the gun is firing, these rounds actually rotate into the chamber. It is in every way Belgian space magic. They can make waffles, and they can make apparently pretty good guns. On here we have the normal sight, but you guys are probably more interested in how does this thing actually function. So let's go ahead, load this guy up, and we'll show you. So first off, we're on safe right now. Gun won't fire. We're going to put it into the first position. Go ahead and give them 2 shots. That's a great gun. That's a nice trigger, very low recoil, very maneuverable. You know, I'm ready to be a division agent right now. That's what I'm LARPing as. But even better, this gun was meant to go really fast. Luckily, all civilians can now have this. Would it surprise you to know that that's actually semi-automatic? Many more fun facts today as we bring on the actual engineers who designed this from FN Specialties. We'll talk about how you can get your hands on one too. And I just gotta say, I mean, look at that little tight group. I mean, this thing's pretty amazing. I love this gun. Yeah, I can really see why the SG-1 team used one, because this is a weapon of war compared to the Staff of Ra, which was really just an intimidation weapon. It really didn't end up doing anything, which is why the Stargate SG-1 team was so successful. Now, you guys might be wondering, where do we go to get this? Well, we have the boys over here from FN Specialties. Come on out. Now, to be clear, they're from Florida, so they're kind of dying right now. Are you pretty cold?
I'm pretty cold.
You're looking a little cold. He ain't made for this part. Hey, how you doing, Greg? So, please introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about FN Specialties.
Absolutely. My name is Doran. This is Greg off to my right. And we love our FNs. We love upgrading them. You know, they do suffer from the woes of mass production.
Yes.
So we like to just make them a little bit nicer. In the case of the one that you just shot, well, we made it a lot nicer.
I would say a lot nicer.
Yeah.
What's cool is anybody can own it. Is that true?
Pretty much, yeah. There are some states where you can't, but in the rest of the free states, like the great state of Idaho, you can have one.
This is wonderful. Okay, now, beyond this, what other products do you guys make as well?
We do support all of the primary FN product lines, so the SCAR, P90, 5.7. We really focus on those three core products, and we do all sorts of things from charging handles, receivers, trigger modules. For the SCAR also, by the way. I'm sorry.
You're good. Continue.
For the SCAR, for the P90.
We'll bleep out that too. Yeah. It's okay, keep this on. They'll think it's funny.
Gotcha. I gotcha. We call this one the Expert 90. XPRT. Cross-function progressive, because you can pull the trigger halfway and it just acts like a normal standard semi-auto.
I can pull it halfway when it's on the full fun mode?
That's right.
Can I try that?
Absolutely.
Okay, come over here, guys. So he's saying, so we're gonna switch over from safe over to full fun. So if I do a half prep pull, it's gonna be semi.
It's still semi, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And then the full pull does it.
Yep, and you can pull halfway to get that first shot, and then continue to pull, and it'll just go fun.
So it's like I'm fighting Ron Jeremy. I give him one round. He's not down yet. I got to give him the whole mag at that point. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay, let me try it. Okay, so we got one. Yo, that does work. So that's very similar to the AUG. You know, so the AUG is a progressive trigger where that half pull will do that semi, and then the full pull does the full fun.
That's right.
That's so cool. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, Dorian, you designed this.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? How did this come about?
Oftentimes we just kind of get together and stare into the sky and, you know, it'll be cool. And then we get on the computer and we start designing, and 8 months later, we got something cool.
Now, here's a question. So with a lot of these triggers, we'll say, we have to work around some rules here.
Okay.
But a lot of these triggers, we've seen that, you know, some of them don't have a lot of longevity. Some of them will end up burning out very fast. What was your testing protocol to make sure that, you know, when the customer get this is going to be a good value added? Because we can't skirt around the fact that they're going to spend a little bit of money on it. Like, what testing has been done to make sure that these can last for a good amount of time?
Before we got here, we've gone through about 8,000 rounds of testing.
Okay, that's good. That's probably more than I have money to spend on 5.7.
The hammer pack, the components that we've installed in the hammer pack are milled from billet 17.4 stainless that have been heat treated and nitrided for ultra durability. When we did take it apart and inspect, we really didn't see any unusual breakage, any unusual wear patterns, and we ran it through its paces. So far it's been great. That's
incredible. I know everyone's really excited because for so long, these have been very cool guns, but frankly, 5.7, you kind of need a little bit more, a few more than just 1 or 2 rounds on people with 5.7. It's cool because it's maneuverable and it's light, but you just need a little bit more. So that's pretty interesting. Now, how did you guys get the semi functionality on it? Because you have a 3 position right here. That's more common now, but was that an engineering kind of problem when you were first designing this?
It was, and we originally conceived of it, and then we probably went through a number of 100 different iterations to get it just right. The geometry in there has been really tricky, but we got it.
I guess the question is let's go have some fun with this.
I'm saying.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so right here we have Greg. Now, you are the shooter when it comes to this. You're the guy who demonstrates. So what can you tell us about actually using it? Is it forgiving? Not like some like, you gotta be so light.
And that's what I tell everybody, especially at the shows. They come up and they see it. The best thing about it is there isn't a perfect spot that you have to find on the gun. Because it's linear, it's extremely forgiving. it's almost impossible to not get running well.
Let's put it to the test. Ready? Okay. So the first thing we're going to do to really put it to the test is we'll do a little one-handed. Should we give it a shot? It's such a fun gun to shoot. All right, let's do a little semi. So just so you know, the PS90 is such a light gun that like it's very easy to one-hand this. Like I feel like I'm a superhero right now doing this. But all right, so okay, let's talk about the reload really quick. So on a P90, you have a release right here. Once you've released, you pop that magazine out. We have our commando store bandolier right here. Get our new mag. So all you gotta do is slide it into those guide rails, give it a nice smack, and then charge it, because there's no bolt hold open on this guy. So let's run a couple drills. Let's see how this guy is actually running in more real world scenarios. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so we're gonna run a few drills here. I guess the first question, sorry, are you able to look through the sight? These original P90 sights are actually really cool. It's much like an Elcan where you have the prism and the entire sight actually adjusts when you adjust it. There's no internal adjustments. It's a very durable sight. Obviously a little dated, but you know, I think it really completes the look of the P90. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna do 5 rounds on target, or 6. We'll try for our old Bill Joel right here. We'll have Sorry put a little timer there on the bottom, and we'll give it a shot. Whoops, let me try one more time. I gave it a little bit more than 6. It's a little bit faster than, than I remember, but that was so much fun. Okay, take a look at the group. You can see how easy this gun is to control. This was really meant for a progressive, fun trigger. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll give both these targets a little love here. Let's see how quick it is to switch over to that full and give it a shot. Okay, sorry, you gotta try this, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm dying to right now.
Okay. Don't give me pink eye.
I will try my best.
Is it still recording?
It is still recording.
Oh God, it's good. You're not gonna edit any of that out, are you?
Absolutely not. Okay, so there's the fire, uno, and then safe, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's try this thing out. Oh, I'm squeezing too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is sick.
Dude, that thing is crazy, isn't it?
This is so wild, like, oh, hold on, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a camera guy.
Next little thing we'll try is I'm gonna put it to full fun mode, but I'm gonna try a half squeeze for a long shot at about 90 yards, and then we'll give these close guys a little surprise. Let's give it a shot here. I gave it 2 on that guy. We'll give it one more shot. All right, let's try this again. That is so much fun. It's crazy how controllable it is with that progressive trigger, because I can be in that mode and just easily squeeze off those shots, those single shots. And it's just simple. It's very intuitive. Okay, we've done a little bit of shooting. Let's get back with our engineer. Let's talk about some of the things you might run into with a P90. It's a little bit of a quirky gun. Okay, now Dorian, you said there's a few kind of odd things about the P90 that maybe people should be aware of. So go ahead and hit us.
It is a bit of a quirky gun. It is a bolt pop. So the barrel is completely captured inside the receiver. And with the fun switch, she can get hot real quick. So probably after about 100, 150 rounds, take the receiver out, let it cool. That's it.
Oh, there's nothing more than that?
Flip it over, let it cool off.
Probably gets much hotter in Florida, would be my guess.
Oh yeah. Give it a few extra minutes.
Fair enough. Okay. And is there any other quirks that they should be aware of when it comes to the P90?
Nothing that comes to mind other than, you know, it is a funny gun. It can stovepipe. It can do just funky things with how it operates. But however it ran before, that's how it's gonna run after. There's really no functional change.
Yeah, I've noticed that there's no function change on it. Now, as far as like lube protocols that you guys have done on these guns, what really kind of makes the biggest impact when it comes to the P90? Like, how are they gonna keep their guns running?
You definitely got to keep that breech block assembly or bolt carrier in the US. You got to keep that thing clean, and you got to keep it lubricated. And that's really it. As long as you have a little bit of lube in the hammer pack, a little bit of lube on your breech block assembly, you'll be just fine.
Just that, pretty simple.
Yeah.
What's your cleaning schedule usually like on the PS90 P90s?
If you're gonna shoot it, and you're gonna shoot it every day, clean it once a week. If you're gonna shoot it, put it back in the safe, clean it.
That's much better than me, where I just don't clean. Just don't clean. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and let's do a few more drills. Let's have fun with this, and then we'll go in, we'll sit down with this, we'll talk more about the P90 in general, and we'll finish it up, boys.
Absolutely, my good sir.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll try a few more one-handers. I feel like I'm getting good at this. That is so much fun. That's ridiculous shooting it one-handed. Okay, try wrong-handed, which I am actually at left-handed. Oh, that is just a fun gun to shoot. So, you'll notice that everything ejects out the bottom. So, if we show that to you guys. Isn't that weird looking?
That is wild.
It is a very bizarre gun in every way. I guess what we should do now is probably a reload challenge. See how fast I can do this, right? We're gonna do a reload challenge. We're gonna get a empty mag in there. And we're gonna channel our inner Counter-Strike and see how good we are. You ready?
Yep.
Not too bad, right?
That was actually a lot quicker than I was thinking you
You thought it'd be way worse?
Maybe.
Yeah, hey, by the way, you notice this hair? Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Damn.
We're gonna do the same drill. We're gonna try it kneeling. You're gonna fire kneeling sometimes. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, that was quick.
That was stupid quick.
That felt good. Okay, I gotta watch that on the camera. Okay, let's test more of the effectiveness of this trigger. So we're gonna just try it at different distances. We're gonna start at your typical 10 yards, walk it out to 50, and we'll try 100 too. You never know, just for funsies. So we have our targets right here. We're gonna use this one for 10, then we'll walk out to 50 and try it again. See how we do. Am I doing the full mag?
I think so.
Okay, let me give it one shot to double check my height of a bore. Okay, cool. Here we go. Come on, Mike. That felt pretty good. That felt pretty good. Yeah, look at that. I'm a little off to the right there because I'm not very good at adjusting the sight clearly. But we got, looks like 4 out in the C zone, 1 line break that's still in alpha, and the rest alpha. That felt good. I think I can actually tighten that up a little bit for our 50. I think I got this. I'm gonna take a wager. I think I can get at least half the mag in the A zone. What do you think?
I mean, let's look at it. We're going 50 yards right now.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
You know, I believe in you.
Do you believe in me?
We're
Thanks,
going
buddy.
to positivity.
Okay, 50. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how we do. Give it a shot, kid. What do you give me if I get this? Battlefield 6 Season 2 pass. Battle
Okay,
pass.
yeah, fair enough. And if you don't get it, I just want to roll sushi. Like, I'm kind of hungry.
What type of roll? Like a nice roll, like a rainbow roll, or like
I'm thinking more of like a rainbow, or maybe like a caterpillar roll. Those are good.
Okay, you got it. I'll give you a caterpillar and a rainbow roll.
Oh, dude, I'll take it.
Oh, okay, here we go, Betty. I think you're about to get that roll.
Oh. I will say though, the splash behind the targets, they were looking pretty promising.
You know, it's funny because when you watch it, you know, the gun's not moving. You know, for me, I got this tiny little prismatic sight just bouncing around on me. Feel like I'm like shooting the M7 in Battlefield 6. Yeah, that thing like flies around. Oh, okay, I'm off to the right. I knew it, dude. Okay, he's dead first off, but I did not get half inside the A zone at all. Looks like I eat sushi. Okay, now, with that being said, let's try some shots at like 150. Let's give it a shot. I think I can get 2 tacks with our nice progressive mode.
Oh,
I got it.
That is so satisfying.
Oh, dude, that is actually so easy. Okay, maybe a longer burst. What do you think?
Yeah, I wanna hear it.
Barrel's getting hot as hell. Well, We got the 2 strings of fire. That was very easy. That was cool. Yeah, this trigger is so much fun. Okay, we've done a lot of shooting. Let's do a little bit of talking about the P90 in general. Let's sit down at the table, talk about it. We've done a lot of shooting. Let's do a little bit of talking as we talk about the P90 in general. Now, if you're not very familiar with the P90, it's definitely a very quirky gun, as you can see from a lot of the shooting that we've done. So we're gonna talk about some of the more important aspects as far as it concerns you, the user, the shooter. First off, I think that the P90 is a very, very good personal defense weapon, and this is something that I entirely endorse. Now, understand that the ballistics of the 5.7 really do depend on the round being used. It depends a lot on the construction, the makeup of that projectile. We will be doing a further video on 5.7 ballistics via the P90, so stay tuned for that. Everything's very odd about the P90. First off, the thread pitch on our muzzle device right here is 12 by 1, and it does act as a barrel nut for the barrel. It's a floating barrel. It's a simple system being direct blowback, but it's very expertly engineered by FN. So I want you to understand that there are adapters out there. So we do have a couple other builds from the guys here from FN Specialty. So they have this JMac muzzle device right here that's chemo, so you can mount a suppressor easily. And a suppressed P90 is truly amazing. Now, moving down from there, probably one of the biggest bummers when it comes to the P90 is going to be magazines. I do generally recommend the FN specific magazines. There are clones out there, but I've never had the best of luck with them. Have you guys had good luck with the? Yeah. I stick with the FN mags. It's a pain. They cost a lot. Until these gain more support, that's where you're going to be at. Now, there are many aftermarket chassis systems that you can add into the P90, most notably from Strike Industries, and we'll be doing some stuff on those in the very near future with our friends right here at FN Specialties. But understand that this is actually a very comfortable grip. So if you're unsure about kind of how it looks when you're gripping it, how it's going to be is this back loop is for the back hand. This acts as a hand stop right there, and I typically grip up over the magazine right here, just so that gives me kind of that dumb mag pull, thumb overboard. It's not dumb, it's just me being hard on myself. But that's what works really well for me. There are a multitude of different sights that you can mount on here. There are Picatinny adapters, different types of extensions that you can put on there, different receivers. So there's a lot of options. I like to have my optic as low as possible on the P90 because I use it primarily as a very much so personal defense weapon. So I like to have this as low pro as possible. Now, for your sling options, you can do like the old school slings like we have right here. Here we have the Urban ERT sling. This is like one of the early kind of designs, and they're still very good. It doesn't require adding anything to it. But before we kind of go further into some of the different P90 builds here, let's bring on the guys from FN Specialties. Let's let them talk about their builds themselves. Gentlemen, come on in. So what can you tell me about some of these different builds? Where can they get this stuff?
Everything is available on our website.
Oh, look at that.
And we've got 2 different arrangements over here. We've got the standard factory PS90 with the 16-inch barrel and the standard barrel shroud here with the standard flash hider, right?
This is like how you typically buy it from the factory.
You get it right out of the box just like that. And then we dressed it up because a lot of folks are just going to get it just like that. They're not going to want to apply for their tax stamp, or maybe they're in a state where they can't have that.
Yeah.
So we just dressed up a standard PS90. We got a low profile optic mount from HBI.
Yeah, HBI, they're great guys.
Yep. Charging handles also from them. We got
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see that's quite nice. And then I noticed you have a different, probably more elegant sling solution than I have.
That's right. This is also from HBI. Both the front and the rear are QD points for our sling.
Nice.
And then we've also got our, on the other side, we've got our Dorantech Picatinny rail that was modeled after, sort of give you the aesthetic of the original P90.
I'm definitely gonna be picking up one of those. That's
Absolutely.
cool. I gotta have like the big old bulky light like they had in Stargate. You remember those old school ones that actually bolted onto the side?
So cool.
Dude, they were so cool. They're,
So 90s retro.
yeah, well, it was like what, like 30 lumens? That's all you need.
all- yeah.
That's all you need. Sorry, don't let me derail you.
Oh, it's all good. So yeah, this is a standard PS90 that we kind of dressed up. We got that holosun on there, and yeah, you can have fun with that. And then to your right, here we got the XF50 receiver. So this one's an SBR, and this one's a little more dressed up, right? So this is NFA. We've got our billet aluminum XF50 receiver. This is a partnership with Imperial Arms that we've done.
Oh, they're great guys.
Oh yeah, and the same thing with the charging handle assembly. As a matter of fact, we minus the optic.
It's
Everything we've
crazy how quick these take apart. Oh, that is neat. Yeah, it's very simple, the receiver itself. So I mean, obviously this took a lot of time in engineering, but very well executed.
Thank you. JMac muzzle device, CMMG short barrel. Everything else is either Dorintech or Imperial Arms.
Beautiful. Now, when you're suppressing these, is there anything you need to worry about, or do they suppress fairly easily, being a direct blowback?
Going with the low back pressure type suppressor is going to give you more success.
Yeah.
With the high back pressure, because it's blowback, it'll give you a little bit of hiccups.
Well, very good.
Yep.
And then where can they get those again?
FN Specialties.
There you have it. Well, guys, I can't thank you enough for, one, coming out here, bringing your expertise to the channel, and being able to show off a really, really cool product. Like, this literally does change the P90. The PS90 is not cool. You guys change it. FN should say thank you. That's just me saying that.
They should.
Now,
Well, they should.
They absolutely should.
we love FN. We love FN. Guys, I want to give you, a quick second to talk a little bit before we kind of finish up here. Any last thoughts that you want to add to give to our audience when it comes to your products here? And it's the Expert 90, right?
Expert 90, that's right.
I love it.
Cross function, progressive reset trigger. You know, Mike, thank you so much for having us over here.
Anytime.
Yep. And this is incredible out here. The weather's beautiful.
Yeah. Are you still freezing, or you feeling like warm now?
Oh no, Florida man was not built for this.
Puffer jackets on.
Yeah, I got my puffer and I'm still
Yeah, this
dying.
is how warm. Yeah, you even feel cold under there. You need some sun.
Greg and I are both. Well, I'll let him
awesome.
speak for himself.
Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
it's simple. Thank you very much,
Oh,
man.
anytime, man.
This is awesome. It's just to be out here. Honestly, it's great.
I'm just a dude. Thank you, though, guys. It's very kind of you. We're happy to have you out. Now, as always, guys, we're happy to bring you these very cool products. There are tons of very exciting developments occurring in the firearm world. This is one of the very exciting developments. Stay tuned. And as always, we got nothing else for you guys except for dad advice. Now, both Dorn and Greg are both dads, so we got to let them. If you're to tell your kids any bit of dad advice / my very lost audience members, what dad advice would you give them?
Ryan, David, Zachary, Dad loves you.
Dang,
You better love my grandchildren.
straight to his kids. I love that. That's actually the first time we had that happen. That's awesome.
Dad advice for Jace, huh?
Well, first off, Jay said that you're going to be famous now that you're on the channel.
Yeah,
that's 100% true.
Yeah, so we'll see, buddy. Maybe I will be famous after this, but I don't know. Dad advice. He's a good kid as it is. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Just dad advice in general, just to the audience. Just like what we think.
Be yourself. Be honest. Be upfront. And be yourself.
Love it. Easy. Yeah. Simple enough. We love it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the Patreon. Me and Sawyer playing Battlefield 6, just being really bad at it. Actually, we are actually bad at it. We only play against bots, so we're terrible. But get in there. Patreon is super fun. All the crazy stuff out there. Final thing, nothing else. No.